I'm Dr. Tejaswini Manogna, a young Indian with many passions. I come from a very, very simple family, leading a very ordinary life, but my goals in life are a little above ordinary. And I am known for growing from humble beginnings to becoming a motivating factor to youngsters across the country. My journey from stage performing as a young Bharatanatyam artist to the army fields, to the hospital, to the ramp, and back to the hospital now has been very educative. I grew up idealizing women like you and my mother, who set an example to me by voicing your choices, bravely stepping out of your house in chase of your dream, standing strong on your feet against all the societal odds, breaking stereotypes, carving your way to success in unconventional fields, creating your own identity while gracefully balancing and justifying your family as a mother, as a child, as a daughter, as a sister, as a friend, and what not. Isn't that multitasking? Hats off to you all. Well, I think that's where I developed this quality of, strong belief system that if a woman resolves to be successful and if she can be focused, determined, and manage her time properly, there is nothing that she can't achieve. Change is possible. Back in school, probably when I was in my 4th or 5th grade, that was when I received a first prize for a competition from Shika Goyal ma'am. And I remember going home and sharing with my entire family that, I met this amazing young IPS women officer. I want to be like her someday. And I still admire you all, and I feel so proud to be standing here on this day in front of you all, in front of all the officers gathered here. For a girl child, empowerment starts at home itself, ruling out the societal norms of you are a girl and you can't do it. My parents gave me wings and let me follow my passion. My passion for nation building made me undergo the NCC Army training, where after 6 months of rigorous training, I was rejected. With a firing passion, I rose back like a phoenix. I worked hard for 18 hours a day with rifle drill, rifle shooting, group discussions, extempores, and commanding the boys' contingent. And I stood out to become the All India's best cadet among 13 lakh cadets in NCC, receiving the Prime Minister's Medal and President's Baton. Later, I represented India as the Youth Ambassador in the SAARC nations and received the SAARC country's medal from the Sri Lankan President. Well, this was a journey which taught me discipline, commandership, and leadership qualities. And I always wanted to be in service of my nation in real terms, and that's when I resolved to be a doctor. I bagged a seat in Osmania Medical College, and I worked with increased amount of responsibility in the government hospital. My aim in life is to reach out to wider audience in service to humanity, and hence I reached out to numerous government schools and colleges where I worked for the upliftment of children, youth, and women. I think being a doctor and a philanthropist is a journey which keeps teaching me patience, tolerance, and perseverance. And I want to keep my art form and my cultural art form alive for the younger generation, using it as a weapon of peace. And hence, for the past 16 years, I have been performing Bharatanatyam, and I've given around 2,500 shows all over the world. I had the privilege of training few of the young trainees of the task force battalions in Hyderabad in yoga. And I think this is that which teaches me balance in life. It helps me stay balanced. It teaches me flexibility and gives me a peace of mind. And my vision to be the voice of women and the ambassador of youth challenged me to step out of my comfort zone and chase my dream of becoming the Miss India Earth 2019. None of this journey was easy. I just highlighted all the achievements I've made so far. But then innumerable challenges, failures, hardship, pain, and scars are behind this smiling face of mine. And I'm sure it's the same with all of y'all too. Growing up in a society where it wasn't easy, or it still isn't easy for some of the girls in the society, where it is difficult for them before birth and after birth also. You know, with circumstances and incidences like female feticide and limited educational opportunities, insufficient sanitation facilities, adolescent school dropouts, and physical and sexual harassment, acid attacks, rapes, domestic violence, dowry harassment, gender inequality, unequal pay, cyberbullying, and what not. Okay, every day, each one of us at some point of our life, in some walk of our life, must have faced such situation, and I am no exception to it. Yes. So I think, all of us, I just want to give one message to the women across the world that, a lot of us suffer in silence, unheard, unnoticed, and unanswered. Women, dear women, failures and difficulties don't come to destroy you, but they come to let you realize your hidden inner potential. Let difficulties know that you too are difficult. Voice your opinions. Speak out. Because your voice has the power to change the generation. And believe in yourself, and there's nothing that you can't achieve. Stand up for yourself. Stand up for your dignity. And stand up for self-respect. Teach your children to idealize these real heroes and not just the real heroes. India is a young country with lots of hope laid on its youth. While half of the youngsters are doing extremely well, especially during the pandemic, we must have seen youngsters coming up with unique ideas and, apps and technologies. While half of the youth is busy doing this, the other half of the youth is busy just browsing the social media, just interested into the personal life of celebrities, or just burning their parents' money for the sake of, gaming or even cyberbullying. I think it's okay to socialize, but it is important that we channelize our energies in the right direction, and we utilize our time and opportunities to the best possible extent. Youth have to become job creators from job seekers, for which 5 C's would definitely help us. Competence, courage, confidence, communication skills, and consistency. When you develop the competence and the skill, I think nobody could actually say no to you. And even if you have the skill, if you don't have the courage and confidence to present yourself, I think the skill won't be put to use. And even though you have your courage and confidence, if you can't communicate well, it is extremely important to have good oral and written communication skills. If you cannot communicate well and speak out your heart, it will not take us places. And finally, it is important to stay consistent. You guys are the best example for consistency and discipline. And to all the youth, this is extremely important to learn from you all. And I think our parents, for us at least youngsters, parents have been working day in and day out just to ensure to give us a good living and keep our tummy full. So we need to remember the values the parents and teachers have inculcated in us, and ask ourselves, what do I want to be? How do I contribute to my nation, to my parents, and myself? You need not be an achiever. Achiever or not does not matter, but it is extremely important that we be good citizens of our nation, because a lots of people around you, surrounding you, are noticing you. So we need to make sure that our life is inspiring.